Hello everybody, this is that Zoo, and this is part 10 of Sonic 3 and Knuckles as Knuckles. Knuckles part 10. We're pretty much at the end of the game here for Knuckles. This is his final regular zone. He has two more zones after this, but they're very short single-act zones. They're pretty much not even off big levels at all. But yeah, this is the final regular zone of the game. Lava Reef Zone as Knuckles. I already explained to him at Sonic's side how much I like Lava Reef and Knuckles in general. And Sonic and Knuckles in general, I mean. So if you want to hear that spiel, watch my Sonic side. Here's a jerk for Marble Garden Act 1 again. You can make him crash through there. If you go back up the stairs a little ways, you can make him go away. Yeah, I hate that thing. I only have 3 rings, not big deal. Here, you can take an extra special path up this way. And I'm just getting hit all over the place. Here, you get 20 rings, and you can pop out in Sonic's path. You can take Sonic's path through this zone. You want to go through Sonic's way. If you don't have all the Chaos Emeralds left, I recommend going through Sonic's route because you can get 2 of the special stage rings, and you get 1 more in Act 2. So you gotta have at least 4 to get them all. To have a chance to get them all. I recommend, if you don't have all the Chaos Emeralds or Super Emeralds yet, I recommend going to Sonic's route. Yeah, we're going to take Knuckles' route. Knuckles' route doesn't have any special stage rings at all in Act 1, and it's pretty much harder in general. The platforming is a bit harder in general. There. I'm hyper now. I had to glide across. I'm going to see if I can show you the earthquake move I was talking about. See if I can't latch onto a wall there. It's Glow Ball. Alright. Get some rings to defeat Hyper Knuckles. In terms of the super hyper form, I like Hyper Sonic the best. I guess Super Tails is pretty good as well. Tails is useless as all crap. But his super form basically is a game breaker. Tails' super form is a very big game breaker, as I explained in an earlier part, I think. If I do a Tails run of this, I will show you how much of a game breaker this is. If you want to see a Tails run alongside Knuckles and Sonic run, be sure to tell me. I'll be more than happy to do it. You're probably tired of seeing Sonic and Knuckles by now. Tails' run is basically identical to Sonic, other than the special path he can take at a couple points in the game. There are a couple special paths, that's about it. But Tails' route is basically identical to Sonic, but yeah, if you want to see Tails, I'll be more than happy to do Tails if you want to watch. Let me know. Knuckles' route through Act 1 is it's pretty hard. Lots of obstacles you gotta avoid. You gotta destroy those high guys. Alright, you can climb up there. You need to become hyper again, so I can climb up here. Lightning shield. Well, I had a fire shield too, should have kept it. No, even though I like the way your super and hyper forms trigger here better, I still wish it was something else, because I keep wanting to use Sonic's Insta Shield and Knuckles is gliding and Tails is flying, but it'll make me become super or hyper, respectively. I wish it was a different command, so that way you could still use those special abilities without having to, become super hyper or whatever. Or maybe all 3 buttons at the same time or something. Maybe it's a good trigger. Yeah, this part sucks. If you're not hyper or super, this part sucks. See if I can I latch onto a wall here? I can't find a good wall to latch onto to show you the earthquake attack. Yeah, the enemy's out of range, too. There's a lightning shield up there if you want to see it, and then you go continue this way. Gumball. I think I have a fire shield. Don't want to go in there. Crash through. Crash, boom, bang. And let's continue on upwards. Oh. Yeah, that was the earthquake attack you saw. You saw the screen shake and you saw the enemy get destroyed. The earthquake attack is harder to hit stuff with myself because he only used the earthquake attack when he latched onto a wall. I think it's a bit harder to execute than Sonic's teleport dash. Yeah, bring up. And we're now intersected with Sonic's route. We're pretty much at the end of Sonic's route. Yeah, here. At the end of the act, yeah. If you're tricky, you can get up here a little ways and explore Sonic's route a bit more from down here. But pretty much, you can't go back up to Sonic's route without taking that first alternate route at the Marble Garden Act 1 boss cameo. It's this boss guy. The Knuckles can't jump high enough to hit these ball guys. You have to wait till they come down before you can hit them. Dang it, Knuckles, in your low hops. Your low hops suck sometimes, but I still like you. It's also the last time in the game you'll get a score tabulation. Just saying. Lava Reef Act 1 is the last time you get a score tabulation with Knuckles. So, make sure you get all your rings here, folks, kids, whatever, whoever you are. And Knuckles got through Act 1. Got it. There was also strong evidence to believe that. I know at the beginning I said Knuckles' side takes place after Sonic's side, and most people believe that's true, and I explained that. It's still in the story, but there, in Lava Reef Act 2, I mean, there is pretty much rock solid proof that strongly supports this theory that Knuckles takes place after Sonic's side. Here, we'll get to it. I'll show you later. Here, it's near the end of the act, but yeah. Well, I'll tell you now. When you go to near the end of the act at Sonic, you see the death egg stuck in the ceiling of the cavern. This is the Knuckles only route. Knuckles has to go this way. And you'll get one more special stage ring this way, but yeah. If you go in the Sonic side of this, you'll see in Act 2 the death egg stuck in the ceiling, as I think I showed you. Well, when you get near to the end of the act, the death egg isn't stuck in the ceiling anymore, which means it's launched and or been destroyed already by Sonic. Here. Now there is a bit of contradiction. If you go Sonic's route if you go into Sonic's route as Knuckles, you'll see a bit of a contradiction because the death egg will be in the ceiling in Act 1. But I guess they forgot to edit that out. But yeah, because normally most people probably aren't going to get to Sonic's route as Knuckles. That's a little bit of extra info for you there. So I guess they forgot to edit that out. And you can see parts of Sonic's route while we're zipping through these things. Now this is a very tricky Lava Reef Act 2 is very tricky platforming for Knuckles, but if you have Super Hyper, it makes it pretty much painless. Pretty much. So gotta be careful. Yeah. Oh, I jumped in there. Oh, well, let's get some rings, at least. Running low. Bar. Last chance to get rings, pretty much. I think we can get one more checkpoint before the end of this. I think we can get one final checkpoint. Last chance for checkpoints, too. Yeah. Ring jackpot, Knuckles. Dang it, Knuckles, you ruined it. Ring. Jackpot ring. Alright. That's a modest amount. I'm going to get out of here. Don't want to get too greedy. Back in the zone. I'm going to have to become Hyper anyway, probably. I need to hit that. Dang it, get out of here. Yeah, this is a very hard part if you're not Super Hyper. So I'm out of practice at playing as Knuckles. I don't have as much practice playing as Knuckles as I do with Sonic, or even Tails. There. As I said in part 1, if you remember all the way back there, I usually don't just play with Sonic. Never really play with the other guys until much later. I regret not getting practice with them, or playing as them. I like their unique play styles. You know, I always just prefer Sonic's default settings and stuff. The other guys offer a good different play style. Unique, different play style. Of course, it doesn't help when I'm Captain Slowing all of them, you know? Captain Slow I am. I think we can get one more checkpoint. This is the tricky part here. Or you can take that spring, whichever way works for you. Glide across. You're supposed to glide across those spikes. I neglected to do that. And we're pretty much at the end. You can see we're at the end. You can see the death. This is where the death egg was of Sonic. You can see the death eggs in the ceiling. So this strongly suggests that Knuckles' side takes place after Sonic. See, there's a couple rings down there, but they're pretty much meaningless since you get no score tabulation. The end of the zone is to the right. To the right here. Or at the end of the zone. Yep. I can burn this. Yeah, this is the end of the zone here. I've run out of things to say. I'm looking stupid right now, probably. So yeah, let's end this. So let's save the game. The next time will be Knuckles' final part. Like I said, it's not going to do Hidden Palace and Sky Sanctuary as one video for both of them, because they're both so short. Knuckles especially. Knuckles fights his final boss in the next part. So yeah. I'm awkward right now, aren't I? See you next time.